Welcome, friends, to the HYFI Meditation for Change. As we begin, bringing all of your attention to the upper part of your heart space, just beneath the hollow of your throat, the broad space of your chest, underneath your collarbones. You can place your hands in this space or one hand here as we begin by slowing down the breath. Inhaling, making your breath just a bit fuller, and exhaling, using your breath to arrive at this moment. Inhaling again up into that space of the high heart, and exhaling, continuing by breathing into this space, filling up your breath just a bit more, using those exhales to arrive to this moment when we are going through changes. Often there's a lot of different pots on the stove, many different things happening in our external lives, as well as in our internal landscape, in our mind, in our emotions. Everything seems to have gone from certainty to a space of unknown. Moving your awareness now down to the solar plexus, which is above your belly button about 4 inches. It's depending on your body. It's the space just beneath your sternum, with a hand on this space, breathing here. We're going to start our meditation like we do all HYFI meditations. I'm going to say a phrase 3 times, and you're welcome to join me saying it lightly out loud or inside your own mind. This phrase helps us to cut through the regular day-to-day reality and begin to create a vortex of energetics that cuts through almost like a cloud cover or a fogginess, the veil between the lower dimensions, cutting us through and taking us back to remembering our spirit as a part of the whole. I experience the infinite with complete clarity. I experience the infinite with complete clarity. I experience the infinite with complete clarity. With your awareness imagining the inside of your body connecting the root of you at your groin space up to and connected to that solar plexus space. Drawing a line with your inhale between these two spaces as though you're inside your body, the line of chalk or a line of light or a string connecting these two spaces. And as you inhale, you feel them connect, root to solar plexus. And as you exhale, you feel the connection solar plexus to root. You can't do it wrong. What I'm doing here is starting to take an assessment of where your energy is at today. So as you're going through these big changes, there's an instability that comes through, and it's a heightened sense of wanting to control what you can, because there's so much feeling of out of control and uncertainty. Keeping with your awareness on those 2 points, root and solar plexus, as I'm working to bring you from a future association of looping thoughts into the future rather than being here and now in the present. So when we're making these choices, we're setting ourselves up to intentionally co-create changes. And sometimes changes come out of nowhere. And it's often before a change that we feel really strong and confident. We feel like we got this, we know we can do it. And then the change happens, and all of that self-assuredness, that clarity, it starts to feel really foggy and unstable. So as I'm bringing your awareness, your energy, the state of your being back into the center and present moment of the here and now, the momento, where everything is connected. I'm generating a frequency that is really strong for the present moment, but you have to be curious to return to the present moment. Because if you're not curious about the discomfort, about the here and now, about the changes, you're just going to go right back into your future association or past association, which would be wishing that things were as they used to be, trying to find those comforts. The familiarity of the future would be more like you feel like you can't wait until things are settled. You're daydreaming about the future, when things will be perfect, when things will feel normal again. Much better. A big part of what happens when we go through a change, and especially now, as the new consciousness opens and engulfs us, challenging us to heighten into better versions of ourselves and starting to grow consciously, quickly, very, very quickly. So the big changes and the big upgrades that happen throughout our life now are moving us by multiple steps that even 5 years ago we would have just moved 2 steps ahead. And these changes and upgrades, as we integrate them, and when we integrate them properly, they move us, let's say, 20 steps ahead. And that's just an understanding for you to feel it and visualize it through the linear mind. Although that all of these changes are non-linear, they're happening in your energetic field. Your energetic field is your resonance, and that resonance is dictating the shifts and changes, the people around you, behavior around you. So what I'm doing here now, I'm going to move your awareness to a ring around the heart space, almost like you had one of those ring floaties, a flotation device, all the way around your heart space. This is helping to move the identity. So the new consciousness wants us to come back to a remembering of our connection to the oneness, to the infinite spirit that we are, that they are, that the world is. This is a timeless experience of oneness that we're all returning to day by day, experience through experience, and it's always available to us to feel in its completion. Although the illusion makes it hard to settle into that space. But as you become aware of that sort of flotation device around your heart space, like a big, tight floaty that's holding you there, you might feel pressure in the heart space. And I encourage you to notice the back of your heart space too, the sides of your heart space, the entire sphere of your heart space, but encapsulated inside your body and then surrounded by this floaty. So I'm going to release the resistance to change, which is coupled also, it's like linked together. Good. With an attachment to an old aspect of your identity, something old that feels safe and familiar, that you're holding on to, and that resistance or stubbornness might be a part of it. It might also be a thought form like, I've always done things this way, or forever I've always been blank, whatever it is, however you've seen yourself in the world. And right now you have support from spirit to be able to fold into a greater level of change really quickly. So I'm going to start to create an opening in the space around the heart space. I want you to imagine that you poke a hole in this floaty in a specific spot. And as you exhale, you're going to feel the pressure of that tight floaty start to deflate. beginning to join me in exhaling through the mouth. Letting the pressure of the change, releasing the attachment to recognizing yourself, and releasing the fear projected by others of not recognizing you. Bringing your awareness now to your palms of your hands. Noticing just naturally what they're touching. And beginning to bring more awareness to the palms of your hands. You can bring them to touch. Sometimes when I'm working with frequencies, I will burp, and that is just an awareness of the release of old, heavier, denser frequencies, bringing in space for the new. With awareness at the palms, beginning to touch the palms to one another or squeeze your fists. The hands are the space of physical co-creation. Use our hands to prepare food, to fix our hair, to give warmth to another person through a hug or rub on the back, to pet our animals, to touch the grass when we're sitting down and grounding. We're going to wash our hands of any resistance to change. So as you're aware of your palms, having your own experience, this very familiar part of your body, but becoming even more familiar, noticing something you haven't noticed before. Going to inhale together, holding the breath for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhaling. I'm going to do one last clearing. Resistance at the wrists. The wrists are mobility. They are reaching forward. As you continue to navigate these changes, I'm helping you here and now, as you're present, to start to be in more of observation of your co-creation of this change. It's taking accountability for your desire. It might not be in your awareness, your desire for this change, but the change would not be here if it was not something that was for your highest evolution. Finally, to clear, please bring your awareness from the root up the center of your body, passing through the whole center of your body, up about 4 or 5 inches above your head. I'm bringing in a stronger awareness of your own ability to access the present. However subtle you take this with you, we're going to clear the emotions as well as your pain body through the back of the spine at the level of your solar plexus. Allowing yourself to rest here for as long as feels good. And I look forward to the next time we connect.